after that weekend, pretty good. But back to work. You know, that's the mindset, and that's what we're doing.
Is the approach this week any different than last week in terms of, you know, how things work?
I wouldn't say. You know, every week, you know, we've been saying it's a 1-week season. It's 12 one-week seasons, and this week is just another one of those. So this game is the most important game on our schedule. That's what we said last week. So we're trying to have that same mindset that we had all last week, and I thought we prepared really well. So let's just do that again.
Do you care at all about your redshirt status, or if they say, well, we want you to play the rest of the season, are you good with that?
Yeah, that's definitely a consideration, things that Coach Klein and I have talked about. There's Cade back there getting a picture. But you know, that's something that, you know, we still need to kind of talk about, and something we're still kind of deciding on. But you know, obviously the mission is the mission, focusing on winning and going as far as we can this year.
When you think of Texas, what comes to mind?
Length, athleticism, talent. They're a really good team, and you know, we've already seen it in the film that we've watched so far, and it's going to be a good challenge. But you know, I'm ready for them, and we're ready for them, and we know that, you know, it's every week in the Big 12 is going to be a heck of a challenge, and you know, this one's no different.
How much confidence would you say you're playing with right now?
I'd say a lot. You know, I the things that I've been through here have kind of, you know, hardened my head a little bit, and you know, you kind of learn to block out all the other nonsense and kind of just do your job, and the things that I've been through have kind of helped me play with a little more confidence, play a little freer, and I feel like I'm doing that. And in the things that I keep saying is that, you know, the reason why I'm playing with so much confidence is because of the guys around me. You know, I barely got touched. You know, the O-line played a really, really good ball game. I don't know if you guys, you know, I watched the film and I went back and I was like, man, we were really worried about their DNs. They had some really, really talented DNs, and KT and Duffy, they played a really good ball game. Gilly was running 17 miles an hour on Cade's touchdown, and
I heard
Hadley was throwing people out of the club. Like, it was really fun, and those guys have been playing really good football. Receivers all were making some really good plays for me and making my job easy. So, you know, when you got everybody around you playing good, and defense pitched a shutout, like, I mean, it's a blessing to be in my position in that, and you can't help but play with confidence.
When you watch self-scouting film, K-State offensively,
yeah,
what do you focus on more, your errors or your solid plays?
I've always been my own biggest critic, so I'm always focusing more on the errors. You know, those are the plays that you remember the most. I feel like, you know, I talk to a lot of the guys, and then everybody's kind of the same way. You know, everybody's their own biggest critic. You know, you don't want to go back and watch the highlights and just feel good about yourself. You want to go back and look at the things that, oh, I could have done this better. You know, I missed a curl throw to Cade, or I missed you know, maybe could have thrown Malik on a post for a touchdown. And those are the things that you remember, and that kind of, you know, even with a really good game, there's a lot of things that we could have done better.
You talked about tuning out the outside stuff, but is it a little bit more fun to be tuning it out now after a couple of games like this than maybe?
Yeah, you know, that's the struggle too. You know, you gotta tune it out when it's bad, and you gotta tune it out when it's good. You know, you focus on the mission and you know, focus on the guys in the locker room, and you can't let, you know, bad things get to your head. You can't let good things get to your head. You know, no matter what, you know, Coach True always says, stay neutral. You know, no matter what, mission is a mission. So.
With that, though, do you feel like you were counted out a little bit by a lot of people that maybe thought if Adrian can't go, the offense was in trouble, and kind of prove some people wrong on Saturday? I
mean, yeah, definitely. You know, as much as you try to block it out, you still kind of hear it, and it's still kind of in the back of your head. And that's definitely one of my motivators, is kind of proving people wrong. And, you know, I feel like, you know, we've made some good strides in doing that. I've made some good strides in doing that, but still a lot more work to do.
How hard is it mentally to kind of challenge? How hard of a mental challenge is it to not really know on a given week if you're going to be starting, but you got to be ready if you're going to go, but you got to be ready to accept it if you're not. It's difficult.
It can be difficult, but you know, with a guy like Adrian and with guys in the locker room like we have, they make it easy. You know, and no matter what, you know, we knew that whoever goes is gonna bring the team a lot of confidence, and the guys are gonna rally behind us. Because of the relationships in that locker room, everybody knows that, you know, everybody knows the work that we put in, and we trust that work, and you know, it can be tough at times to not know, but the thing is, you like to say no matter what, you're preparing the same way, preparing like you're playing every game. So that's kind of the mindset I've tried to have.
Well, can you talk about the importance of being able to step into the pocket and step into a huddle and just have conviction in everything that you're doing with the teammates?
Yeah, no, it's confidence is everything. Like I've always said, and the more confidence you can have when you're in that pocket, the better. And you know, when you got guys around you making plays like I do, it makes it easy for me. And the more experience that you have, you know, you can't get any better experience than being in there, you know, and getting those live reps. And it's hard in the moment when you're an 18-year-old kid and you're out there and you don't really know what's going on, and some things aren't going as well as you would like, and people are telling you this is going to pay off, but you don't really get it in the moment. You know, now I'm finally starting to kind of see like, okay, that paid off, and those hard times, those struggles, you know, as much as they suck while you're in the moment, you know, when it kind of comes full circle and you get another opportunity, it's pretty cool, and it's helped me a lot, and everybody that was on the team in 2020 was better because of that, you know, because of some of the struggles that we had during that year.